What's going on, everyone? We're here today in a beautiful Kirkland at our newest project. It's a special project because we're actually going to be moving into this project. We're taking down this triplex, and over there on the next lot is a single family, and we're going to be building 2 duplexes. So we'll give you a tour. Come on. Well, the number one thing is the school district, right? It's one of the best top-ranked schools in the state. And then, of course, you got basically in the middle of downtown Kirkland and then also to Juanita. So you're like at 2 beaches. You're at the Juanita beach, and then there's also another beach up there by downtown Kirkland, Houghton area. And then, I mean, you know, you got the new development, Kirkland Urban, and all the nice little shops in downtown Kirkland. It's a lovely place to be living at, especially when you have a growing family. So it's a great area to be in. So then this is the single family. Go check it out. This is gonna be where another 2 duplexes is gonna go here too. It's gonna be 3,000 square foot each. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 3 stories, 2-car garage in the alley. Looking forward to it. It's been a long process. It's been 3 years in the making. Sort of frustrating that it takes that long for us to just get permits for something that I think it's not as difficult as an apartment or a skyscraper. And I feel like, you know, we definitely can improve, or the city can improve on their process, you know, allow us builders or even a homeowner who wants to build a custom home to get their, you know, permits quicker. I just think there's a lot of ways to improve. So anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this moment because it's been so long. Of the process that I had to go through is I had to give some square footage from one lot to the other to make it so that it's even. That way that I can build 2 duplexes. The other route would have been 3 single families, but I rather, you know, add another unit. So that took some time for us to do that, and that was a lot adjustment, a lot boundary adjustment. Then we also had to go and do a administrative design review. So they, you know, being that we're at the corner on the main street, you know, everything has to be more aesthetic appealing to people or to the public as they're driving by. So we had to go through that review, and then finally we were able to submit our building permits. During those first couple of years, we're all just all that. And you know, it also happened to be right when COVID started. The city was working from home mostly for the first couple of years. Excited to finally see it happening. I bought these 2 at the foreclosure auction. So luckily somehow we ended up buying both at the foreclosure auctions. So that's how we got them. People that go to auctions a lot and they know people, and I happen to know one guy that's very popular that helped me get these 2 lots. So I really was not even at the footsteps of the courthouse. I just gave a call to my friend, Stuart, so I appreciate you. And he just put in my bid for me. And there was another person that was trying to bid us, but apparently, you know, they didn't want to bid as high as we did. So we ended up buying these 2 for about 1.7 million. So yeah, that was the price. So we'll sell 2 units, and then we'll live in 1 unit, and then we'll Airbnb or midterm rental the other unit. Well, definitely it was a great deal to begin with. You know, at the price point that I got it at, I mean, you're looking at almost less than $500K a lot for a, you know, especially in this area of Kirkland, it's pretty a premium that you usually don't get anything under $1 million per lot, right? So, I mean, we got it at a great price, and luckily, even with a change in market, that the price in Kirkland and other hot areas of the east side, people are still in demand. The price has still maintained itself. It hasn't changed too much. I love it is because I want my family to be here. Definitely is an area that we want to be in. We're hoping to get this done within 12 months. We will see. Hey guys, I'm here with Mike with JMA Construction. He's doing the excavation for our project here in Kirkland. So we're gonna talk to him a little bit about steps to take to prepare yourself when you're ready to build your custom home. And just a few tips and tricks that you can use. So Mike, tell us, what do you think client would wanna know when they're getting ready to build their custom home?
So I think it's very important to hire somebody that can do the full scope of the project, which obviously because that's what we do. But we work with Jimmy from the very beginning of the project to make sure all of the disconnects get done. Water needs to get disconnected, electrical needs to get disconnected, gas if the house has gas. We help coordinate all of those things so that when we get started on the demolition, there's nothing holding us back. We do the demolition of the house, we do the holloway, followed by digging the hole, exporting all of the dirt. On this project, everything is included. At the end, we're even going to be installing new curbs down this side here for a street improvement. And it makes it easier for him to just work with one full service contractor that's capable of handling all of those scopes, then breaking it up and having to coordinate with more people. We try to just streamline all the communication. It makes everybody's life a lot easier.
Now throughout the project, how often would you be here? At the beginning and then middle or end? Or how often do you think you usually can come to a project?
Yeah, so the majority of our work is definitely done in the beginning of the project. We will get the holes dug, and then after the excavation has been completed, the concrete contractor will get the concrete poured. We will come back, do all of the utilities and backfill, and then he goes vertical. He starts framing and doing everything else. While he does that, we're mostly off the project. We'll come back a couple times for a couple days at a time in order to prep the sidewalks and finish a couple minor things, and that pretty much leaves us out of the project. If we do it correctly in the beginning, it sets him up for success, and we usually don't have to come back very often.
If a project included like right-of-way work, which is like the sidewalk and curbs, when would you start that process during the construction?
Typically, it depends on the site itself, but typically after the siding is complete, then most of the traffic is in and out of the site, most of the heavy traffic, all of the big forklifts and all of that. He starts moving towards inside finishes as we start finishing the outside finishes.
All right guys, there you have it. So if you're looking for an excavator, hit up Mike at JMA Construction, all right? Thanks. This took me, so I sold it in 2019, but this took me probably like a year, like 15 months to build. I bought it with the plans. So like when you build something like this long, it's like extra cost in foundation, extra cost in roofing. That's one thing to be aware of. That's why people don't build ramblers. People don't build, 2-story when they can do 3-story. It's because of exactly to save costs, right? The crazy thing is like a lot of older people would love ramblers. In Seattle, you don't find many lots that you can do that in core Seattle, but outside, close to like the north side, zoning that's 7,200 or 9,600, then you could probably do a rambler. Most people wouldn't design it that way just to build it and to sell. But if they were designed to build and live in them, then they would do it just because they know they're gonna live in there and because they don't want no stairs.